right? And we kind of go back and forth, and we end up maybe going for a leg. So I go down low, and I'm kind of here, right? Or maybe I'm here. There's some options that we should immediately try to take advantage of. The first option is let's pancake him down and see if we can take the back. So if we're here in a grip, right, and he's looking to try to get my lead leg, when he shoots down, I want to lay on his back. If possible, I want to use my hand to break away from this. So he's got a grip, right? I'm going to use my hand to try to break away, keep this leg away, and then move to the back. Now watch what happens if I move too high. He just bucks up, I roll over. That's an easy escape, so stay low. All right. Again, he goes in, he's looking for some sort of grab. I drop down low, try to hook this arm so I can pull this leg out this way. Once I feel that's broken, I move to here. This is called the referee position. The referee position is very common in all grappling arts, particularly wrestling. Once we get in this position, we can obviously grab one of these table legs, pull. Using our chest, I can roll him. Now I can move to the side control position. I can take the back, lots of stuff. So first thing we're gonna do is get with our partner, nice and easy. I'm gonna move down to grab for his leg. He's gonna try to hook the arm and kick his leg away. So once I make the grab, he starts hooking that arm, pulling that leg back. Now, once that happens, he spins quickly, and he's careful not to be too high. If he's too high, he gets rolled. If he's low enough, he can start controlling from the back. Does that make sense? Can we do it?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's take the back from referee position. Ready? Get a partner. Alex goes to make his shoot, and I yank him to the ground, right? So he goes to make his shoot, and I yank him to the ground like this. And once I get him into this position, I've got the advantage. I can start moving towards his back. This is before I try to break away or anything. I'm still kind of shoulders lined up with his shoulders. Depending on where his head is, it's probably going to depend on which arm I'm going to use. So, in this case, I'm going to sink my left arm and get his head. It looks like a headlock. Everybody get on this side, please. So I'm going to sink this in underneath his neck. Step number one is I go straight under the neck and I grab, and I've got crucifix. Not crucifix, we've got guillotine. Sorry about that. That's step one. So again, he goes to make that. His head's on this side. I reach down. I might even grab my own shirt, and I'm holding this with my hand like this. Okay? That gives me an opportunity to do something else with this hand if I want to, and later on I can tie it up if I need to. But I would get it right here, sink this under his neck. Right? Make sure his head is underneath your armpit. Tighten him up. Right? Now I've got him in a pretty good choke. If he grabs that leg with both hands and he drives me forward, I still have the crucifix or the guillotine. Everybody see?
Yes, sir.
Now, his counter is be high if he can, so it's hard for me to choke him. Right? I have to use my guard and now pull him away to make this work. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. So let's see if we can do that. It's the same move that we just got through doing. I go to shoot for Alex's leg, right? He hooks the arm, gets that leg away. This is the first one. Right? He takes it back. It's the same sort of idea. All right, go back. This time, I go to shoot. He feels it coming, and he holds on to me tight, and he snatches me till my elbows hit the ground. So I go to shoot, he snatches me down. Now, he hooks the head, he gets his shirt, makes sure that he's in a guillotine kind of position, right? If I try to make the single leg, pull him in, I move myself into a bad choke.
Yes, sir.
Go away. Alex decides he's going to make a shoot. I'm looking for this move. Then he can take his back. This still works. Everybody got that?
Yes, sir.
And then what I do from here is really up to me. I can start working here. I can start going for the rear naked choke. I can pull in a foot and take his back this way. All of these things are still there, but I've escaped his shoot. And now I've got a top position, and I'm looking for a choke. Once I make this grip, it all changes. He goes to shoot, I feel him, watch. I drop him to the ground. My legs are safe. See, I've got him pinned by his collar. Try to sit up. I've got him pinned by his collar in his hand to here. I shoot this in. Now watch. If I do this and his head's in the middle of my stomach, I can still choke him, but I don't have it. I want to get him to the headlock position. Does that make sense? If I'm in headlock position, deep grip. I stand up, he stands up. I arch my back, I own him. He has to make counter when I lift him so that I can't choke him. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right. You don't like that, do you? All right. Alex goes again. We make grip. Alex goes to shoot in, and I get here. Now, sometimes the guillotine can be countered, so I'm going to go all the way in this time, palm his head to the side, and get this arm. I'll do it this side for the camera. I go all the way in, and I get this arm. I tuck all that under here, this way. This is the Anaconda setup. It's a head and arm choke. It's an arm triangle choke. Once I get here, I rotate to this position. Now I'm in a locked position. Alex, is it choking you at all?
No.
I just got him kind of pinned. I can hold him like this for a second. He's going to start trying to wiggle and roll, right? What I'm looking for is I'd like to get him rolled to one side and maybe entangle. So I'm going to roll him to the side. I'm not entangled yet. Is this a good choke?
A little.
Good?
A little bit.
A little bit. Now watch. I move to here. I entangle his leg. And now I got him. Sorry, man. You all right?
Yeah.
I was like, why it always got to be my day?
Right.
If you don't do the entanglement, you're relying on your arm strength. The entanglement bends you, so the arm is better across the throat. All right, just in the standing position. Technically, if I go from a grip to a grapple, like a grappling hook, a grapple, I can yank him down here from a standing position. I got to pull this down and get to here. I can do it from here. Does that make sense?
Yes.
What does this remind you of?
Nick Fury.
Nick Fury throw. If you've got the head and you've got the arm, I turn inside and make Nick Fury throw. It's basically Anaconda, right?
Yes, sir.
Is this a choke, Alex?
No.
Uncomfortable at all?
A little bit, but not a lot.
I got to roll onto him. I want to entangle. I roll to this position. Now I'm using the Anaconda in my body to make the choke. All right? And I roll him up here.
Wow.
Okay? So the Anaconda is within the Nick Fury throw. It's a throw into submission kind of a boom. So you can do it from a standing position or off the shoot. Right? He feels me, right? He feels me drop. We'll go super slow motion. He's looking for Anaconda. I grab, he gets away, he hooks the arm, right? He wants to, if possible, he wants to have his arms up. He can roll me left or right, but just pick a side and roll me. All right, now I'm here, and I'm going to start trying to frame out and escape. He wants to entangle. If you get around, my neck's not nearly as flexible as his. Look the other foot, man. It's just way closer. There you go. So my neck's not nearly as flexible as his. But you entangle, and it ties them up. Their escape becomes more difficult. Who can do Anaconda based on what I've shown you, or you've got experience you can do? All right. Who probably needs to see it one more time? All right. Everybody that can do it, you're with your partner. Everybody that wants to shoot, I yank him to the ground. I get control of this arm, and I've got him set up for what? Anaconda. Now, I'm going to feed this hand back the same direction as the other hand until it's by my elbow. Everybody see this hand? It goes in under his armpit, follows my sleeve, and I get to here, and then I switch. What choke is this?
Darce.
Now again, Darce choke, I can stand straight up. He stands up with me. I can lift, and I choke him, okay? Is that working, Alex?
Yes, sir.
He goes back down to his knees just for the sake of the drill. Again, I typically like to be able to have my hands where I can see them, kind of in the up position, you can go either way. In this case, the way that I've got him, I'm going to set him down on my arms, and I'm going to entangle from the top. I grab. It's not just arms where I squeeze. Come on this side. It's not just, I want to squeeze here. Watch my body. I move forward onto his head. Right? I move forward and I squeeze this way. Okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, lay on your back. My chest is against this arm. So my chest pushes this tighter across his neck. While my weight and his weight is on this arm, which is pushing across this part of his neck. That makes the blood choke. All right?
Yes, sir.
Let's set it up again. From the standing position, same thing. If I can break away from this, right? Get to this position, I've got what?
Nick Fury.
Anaconda or Nick Fury throw. Right? I feed this hand in, it follows my arm all the way in. Watch. I feed it into the side. Everybody see how it feeds straight in?
Yes, sir.
I switch. Now this is on his neck. His arm is still across his neck. I lock. Okay? Now, I drop him to the ground, and I move to the top and I entangle one or both legs. This could potentially make the end. I could squeeze here. If I've got a good grip, I might tap him out. Tap if it's uncomfortable, Alex. Okay. I push forward and I drive his shoulder, his arm, across his neck. Everybody see how I've done that?
Yes, sir.
I've collapsed his right arm across the side of his neck. Watch. His arm is across his neck by doing this. Now, all of our weight is on this arm, which is the choking mechanism as well. Questions?
No, sir.
All right. Brent goes to shoot. I drop him down. I move to what position? Anaconda choke. Right? This is a good choke. But I like Darce choke. Let's spin. This hand follows my arm all the way around, and I change. Ooh, he's got a big neck. I change to here, roll him to his side. All right. Now I got to push him into it and entangle. He didn't give me the leg I wanted. That's okay. And then I, using my grip, I got to make a different grip. I make the choke. So he's bigger shoulders. I was laying on this shoulder, bigger neck. My hand started to slip out. So I grabbed my shirt. That will work because I didn't have I had like two finger grip. I was losing the choke. Does that make sense? So when I'm down here like this, I collapse this under my body and then I choke this way. I make that space very small.
That made a lot of difference when you aimed on the arm.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Quick. We're in a grappling situation without contact. He's going to shoot for the leg. What should I do? Sprawl. If I can, get this hand off. If he's got my leg, get this hand off my leg, and then I'm going to what? Stick to him like glue. I'm going to take the back position, which sets up everything else I want to do from behind. That's step one. Does everybody see that? Can they do that?
Sure.
Yes, sir.
And you've learned. That's the first step. Secondly, I move to a grip. He shoots in, goes for the leg, right? I drop down low, and then I stuff his head under my armpit, and I make guillotine. Okay? I get it from this position. I can either stand up and do it, or if he continues to grab the leg, pulls me down, I drop it into guillotine from the guard. And I did not try to choke him, but he fell into my arm in a way that it was way uncomfortable for him. Trust me, if you get this, and it's tight, and they push into you, and you get one leg or both legs around them, they're going to be in a choking position without any effort. That's two. Step three. He goes to make the shoot. I snatch him down. I'm looking for this position. What position is this? Anaconda choke, right? I'm going to go ahead and try to make the lock. If I can make the lock, I'm going to try to jump on the opposite side of the choke, right? I'm going to try to move in and squeeze him here. If that doesn't work for you, try a different, slightly different position. We also added, from the standing position, right? If I can pull his head down and get to here, then I can make a fury throw and I can move up to this position. Now notice I'm not even using this hand to choke. I'm using my body, and I'm going to choke him from that top position. Nick Fury into Anaconda. Last, notice all these built. I'm here, he goes to make a shoot, I snatch him down. Start with Anaconda, and I tighten him up. This makes it possible for me to get to Darce. I slide all the way up here. This time I'm gonna grab my clothes because I know he's got a big head, right? Roll him over, entangle a leg. Now I feel where his shoulder is, and I'm gonna use my body to push that across his throat, and now I'm gonna choke. Does it make sense?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Guys, I will tell you that